Sorry. I was trying to see what would it feel like to report the news in the very near future. You remember when de Blasio and everybody was saying, don't cover your mouth, don't get masks, those are for healthcare workers, they're not going to do you any good. They're going to do our healthcare workers any good. And everybody looked at him like, okay, wait a second. So what? Does the mask know if you're a healthcare worker or not? You know, well, you're not a healthcare worker. I'm going to be less effective. Now, I understand what they're saying. People don't know that you can't touch the front of the mask. There's a whole process to it. But now they're totally changing the tune, and de Blasio saying, yeah, take any kind of homemade cloth and, yeah, cover yourself. So here's my homemade cloth for you. This is the future of the news reporting. Oh wow. Sorry if I scared all you little kids out there and all that. Let's read this. It's amazing how much this is changing people's opinions. We don't hear people calling for open borders now. We don't hear much about feminism right now because all these ideological, ultra-progressive ideals only work in a successful, profitable society. When shit hits the fan, these things disappear because they have no basis in survival. They are only for elites who have made it and life is great and grand even though they don't see it and recognize it. That's my opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know I'm wrong. All New Yorkers are told to cover their mouth and nose with homemade cloth masks when they go outside. As Bill de Blasio says, he doesn't regret issuing the order earlier because masks needed to be prioritized for hospitals. But just the simple fact that you said that it was good for the healthcare workers, everybody already has in their head, well, if it's good for the healthcare worker, I want it too, which helped cause the shortage, I think. Good old Bill warned all New Yorkers Thursday that they should cover their nose and mouth with any gosh darn piece of cloth you got. Just frickin' cover your nose and mouth and frickin' don't cough in my face when they go outside. And use some common sense and wash your hands. And that's going to help protect against the spread of coronavirus. So during his press conference, the city's response, which he pretty much was like, I don't know. It was almost like an advertisement of how good he thought he was and things like that. But, you know, I'm kind of jaded nowadays, so he warned that most New Yorkers should craft their own face masks. So get your scissors out, start getting to it. I know some people in my home state that are already doing it, so whatever. Yeah, that's right. They are just reiterating what I tell people all the time. You are the most responsible person for your own safety. Nobody has the greater burden of responsibility for your own safety than you. And this is just adding fuel to that fire. De Blasio warned that most New Yorkers should craft their own face mask coverings using cloth, a scarf, or a bandana, leaving face masks for medical staff and others working on the front line. Yeah, it's not going to work, Bill. It's not going to work. You can't jam the cat back in the bag. The cat's been in the bag. It knows what's in the bag, and it ain't going back in. The cat's out of the bag. It's staying out. We can all see it running around, knocking down your china. Just freaking, it's done. As soon as masks become available, people are going to buy them up. Trust me, they're doing it right now. He also said that he had spoken with President Trump earlier on Thursday calling for a national enlistment to be established for medical professionals or anyone with medical training at all that would deploy even civilians to the major outbreak hotspots. Well, I have. Huh. Interesting. The mayor said Thursday that 65,000 new hospital beds will be put in place in New York City over the next 4 weeks, describing it as a Herculean effort, which, yeah, I mean, they've already taken over Central Park. Can you imagine the visuals of this? I mean, 28 days later when the guy came out and there was like all these tents set up in the bodies. I mean, really, that's, you know, tents set up in Central Park? That's like, I think they even actually did that in an Outbreak movie or an Outbreak TV series or something where they sent like a forward operating base up in Central Park or something to that effect. Wow, man, just nuts. I'm getting jaded. The news is all the same. The new guidelines from de Blasio came as Andrew Cuomo revealed that Donald Trump granted approval Thursday afternoon for the temporary hospital facilities at Javits Center in Manhattan to be used to treat this thing going around the world. Patience. As of Thursday, New York's deletion rate hit above 1,400, and 47,000 residents were confirmed positive. Worldwide, we were at just barely over 1 million. I want to do a live thing here. Let's see here. Where are we at? 1,014,296 with coming up on 53,000 deletions worldwide. U.S. we're coming up on 250,000, coming up on 6,000 deletions. So yeah, yeah, that's what I got for you right now, guys. And I'll tell you what, man, things are progressing, things are changing, and I don't know. The further down this road we go, you do realize the harder it is to come back. So, safety and security, remember, they play off each other. They are mutually exclusive. However much security you want, you got to trade some freedoms for it. However much freedom you want, you got to trade some securities for it. But at some point, we've got to figure out where our line is and where we've gone too far. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.